welcome to Jessica's podcast. I'm Jay.
And this is Katina.
Hey, Tina girl. We missed y'all. How y'all doing?
Did. How are you, family?
What y'all do this week? Where y'all go?
Yeah, where y'all go? I know y'all went somewhere.
Y'all
ain't nobody
did.
staying still in this warm weather.
And wherever you went, you bought all this doggone problems. So can you take it back?
Oh, right. We didn't order that.
We didn't. Do you hear me?
We did not order that.
My sinuses, allergies, everything is tripping.
I can't see.
Right. Okay, and I can't breathe. You can't see, I can't breathe.
I know, that's just a terrible combination.
Oh my God.
Good gracious.
At this point, who helping us?
Right.
Girls. All right, y'all. Well, look, we missed y'all. We thank y'all for taking the time out your busy schedule to press that play button and listen to us. We hope not to disappoint you, okay?
We applaud you. Thank you.
Period. All right, Tina. You already know
what it is.
If you had a birthday, if you had a birthday, hey, happy birthday, hey, happy birthday, hey. If you had a
girl, we'll mix it up in a minute.
We'll mix it up, tear it up in a minute. Okay. Happy birthday, guys. Look, we are so grateful that you had an amazing birthday. We are so grateful that you saw another year. We are so grateful that you in 2026, baby. What you gonna do? Okay?
What you gonna do with it?
With your new self. This is a whole new year. What you gonna do?
I like the way you put that, Jay.
That made me think about what I'm gonna do.
I know we both got something.
Right. What you gonna do? Okay. All right. So happy birthday to you. Okay. All right, Tina.
Yo.
I know you probably want me to go first about my mood.
Yeah.
Because I know how you do.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the mood check. This is where you check in with your people, honey. You check in with your people. You check with them people that's acquaintances, people that you see at work.
Right,
okay?
Right.
People that you come in contact with every day.
Right.
Check on your people.
Yes.
Make sure that everybody is good.
Right.
Why, Tina? Why we need to check on our people?
Because, I mean, you never know what folks are going through. And it could be the very words that you give to them or that you speak to them that lifts them out of a place that would have otherwise been detrimental. You don't know what people are going through. Check on your people. And look, I know we said check on the people that you like, but sometimes you got to check on those people that you don't care about so much. Just being like, yo, you good? Like, yo, like you good.
We don't deal with each other, but you good.
Right. Like, even if it ain't with a high pitch, high tone, like, what's up? And it's more like, yeah, you good. All right.
Period.
Walk away.
And walk away. Okay. So do check on your people. Okay. So Tina, my mood, I am super excited.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like the Energizer Bunny. I've been on the move, right?
Tell them, Jay.
So I feel like the Energizer Bunny. I'm like, okay, let's get this stuff done. Let's put this stuff here, put that stuff there.
Come on.
So I am very excited. And when this comes out, we will have done the live at Atlanta Live.
That's right.
And so the interesting part right now is we are actually here in Atlanta recording.
Ain't that dope?
So I mean, we on the move. We doing what we have to do. We're doing what God has called us to do.
That's right.
And like I said, we always say we hope that it reaches somebody that is edifying. So for me, I just feel energized, energetic. Let's go. Let's do it.
That's dope. And I'm coming right up behind you. I'm in second place. I feel the same way. I feel energized. I feel excited. You know, there's a lot that's going on, a lot that's taking place right now when it comes to Just Cuz.
Yes.
And not only with Just Cuz, but our individual businesses and things like that. Goals,
tell them, Tina.
Goals that have been met and goals that we are gradually making our way to.
Yes.
So I'm excited as well, Jay. And not to mention that this nice, pretty weather, it makes me happy. It makes me happy because we have had enough cold days.
Okay. Over it.
over it. I'm over
Done
the
with
snow.
it.
I'm over the ice. Like I'm over all that. Now, like I said, I think I done said this before. I don't mind. I don't mind the warm weather and all that stuff, but I want a true spring. I want a true spring so that I can stay excited. Because when it get too hot, when it's too hot, I'm no longer excited. I'm miserable. I don't want to be miserable.
We don't want a partial winter, partial summer, spring.
Right.
Pick one.
I just
want stay in the middle.
Yeah, I just want Mother Nature to check in and stay in. You know, I just like
not check in, stay in.
Yeah, because she drop in and then like move out, and I'm like, like where you at, yo?
I hear that.
But I'm excited though, Jay. Like you said, we're in Atlanta, so that's something to be thankful for, to be very grateful for in this short term of what we've been doing, in which we do, magnify God for in all that we're doing. So I am very excited and always grateful.
Amen to that.
All right,
y'all. We moving on down the road. All right, y'all. It's your favorite. It's my favorite. It's my nephew Puck's favorite. This is WWYD. What would you do? Okay. And in our case, what would y'all do?
Right.
So this is an opportunity where you get to write in, baby. You get to email to justcuz80s at gmail.com.
Give it to them.
Or you get to go on our socials and DM us.
Everywhere, right?
Everywhere. Okay. You get to go on there and you get to say, look, I need a little help.
Right.
Dealing with a little something, got a little advice, got a little topic I want you to talk about. You get to do all of the things. I took that from my client, y'all, Tanisha Michelle Bagley.
Love that.
She says all of the things. So, yes, you get to do all of that, okay?
I love that.
And we love when you guys send in your stories and ask for your advice.
Yes, we
okay?
do. Yes, we do.
Now, look, I cheated, y'all. I kind of looked ahead at this one. Normally, I don't, but I looked ahead at this one, y'all. And this is like a baby. She is he or she, because I don't know if it's he or she, because they sent in anonymously. But 13 years old. All right, Tina, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I am 13 years old and I'm adopted. I want to know who my real parents are, but I do not want to hurt my mom that adopted me. I just feel lost and so different from my adopted family. What do I do?
First off, Jay, I will say this, because we don't know if this is a boy or a girl, male, female, because I don't know the age. Well, you said 13.
We said 13, just don't know the gender.
We just don't know the gender, but my take from this, I'll try to leave room for both sides, because we know that girls and boys act differently.
They do.
When it comes to stress and situations and handling things. So if this is a baby girl, I would say, because women are more social. We're more sociable. We like to talk about things and talk about our feelings.
Yeah.
And most of the time, us talking about things creates a release, and it helps us to come up with the solution, for whatever the matter is. And it brings clarity. Sometimes you have to talk things out. And
that's true.
And it brings clarity. So if you, and for this, like I said, if I'm talking to baby girl right now. So baby girl, I can understand you saying that you feel, left out, like you feel
different.
Yeah, you feel different. I can understand your tone and what you're saying. I won't say that I understand you, because I don't have experience with that situation. However, I have experience with being a mother, and me being a mother. And if my child, I don't care male or female, if my child had any types of feelings about that would make them feel different, or cast away, or whatever the emotion may be, I would want them to come and talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, a parent is there to be there fully and completely for you and open to listen to what you have to say, regardless of how hard the conversations are. Sometimes the conversations are a little more difficult because I'm sure it sounds like, you're saying, I don't know what to do. The first thing I would want my child to do, like I said, male or female, is to reach out to me and to talk to me about it. Don't be afraid that you're going to hurt your parents' feelings. They love you. Yep. They love you, and you are their child, just like they are your mother and your father. You are their child. And so there's nothing that you're going to be able to say or do that's going to hurt them or disappoint them. So go to them and have that conversation. Now, on the other end, as it being, if this is a male, if this is a boy, male gender, men tend to handle their feelings a little bit more different, and they don't speak out quite as much as women, and they like to harbor things a lot. But usually men, sometimes they got a homeboy or something that they don't mind talking to. If you're close, if you have siblings, I don't know if you have siblings because that wasn't mentioned, but if you have siblings and you have a sister or a brother that you're close to, start having that conversation because they can kind of help you open the door and introduce the whole topic to your parents. So I'm just trying to give a different, a different perspective, from each side because of how we differ in nature and handle things. So that's what I would say.
I think that's dope, Tina. What I will say, Anonymous, I will say, I think it is so brave of you to have even reached out to us. I think it is so, and we want to say thank you so much for listening.
Yes.
Because somewhere along the way we touched you.
Yes.
And you felt safe. Yes. And you felt comfortable enough to share a part of you with us. And so I'm so grateful for that. So I will say also to you, this is amazing because your mom and your mom is who you mentioned. Your mom chose you.
That's right. That's
and
special.
and I'm explain the difference. It doesn't mean that your birth mom didn't choose you or anything like that. That's not the case. What I am saying is that this person didn't physically have you, but that person came and rescued you, came and got you.
That's good.
Right?
Jay. That's good.
So you are adopted in, you are factored in, you have family that chose to be your family. If you have siblings, they chose to be your siblings. Your aunts, your uncles, your cousins.
Oh, that's awesome.
All of these people that make up your family that you're in right now chose you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? So guess what? They chose to love you. They chose to be there for you. And so they also chose to help you when you try to figure out who you are. So you can boldly go to your family, either one of them that makes you feel safe. And you can go to them and say, look, I know I'm different. I feel different. I feel lost. Can you help me? Can you help me navigate through this? Help me figure out what it is that I need to do next. And then you guys figure it out together. You guys figure it out as a family. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with you posing a question or saying you want to know who your real parents are. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
So that's the way I feel. And I think you are so brave.
That's good, Jay. That's really good. I think that's awesome. I think that's great advice. And the way that you just carved out the love that is there. It's a carved out love because it was chosen. It was made that way. It was formed that way. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's special.
That's beautiful.
If you ever thought about an unconditional love, that's definitely an unconditional love. So if baby girl or baby boy, if you're having any feelings or any issues about the love, understand that part that Jay just gave you. That is very special.
Yes.
That's very special. It's carved out and it's unconditional. So there's no love that's lacking. They chose you.
Yeah. And the thing, and also, and I'll say this, no matter what the outcome is, no matter what the outcome is. Understand that your real parents made a very difficult decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
They made a very difficult decision. And it seems as though based on their decision, it was a good decision because there is love that you have for your mom because you said, I don't want to hurt her.
Right. That's right.
So mission accomplished because this mom stepped in to love you and be all these things to you.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how it happens, whatever the outcome is, just know that you are good and you are whole and you are complete and you have purpose and you have a mission, and all of those things will be revealed to you as you continue to get older. So just stay strong, hang in there, and look at yourself and even journal. Write down the things that if you're not able to physically talk to your real parents or whatever, write those things down. Mm-hmm. Put it down so that you can release it, right? Mm-hmm. And then as you get older, if you go back and look at it, it will blow your mind how you feel when you go back and look at it. That's
good, Jay. That's great advice.
Yeah.
That's great advice. And you know what? That might be a stronger point on the male side since men don't like to speak out, but a lot of men do like to journal. They do. Yeah. Like a lot of men like to journal, and sometimes their journal is more like poetry or rap or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But it's the way that they feel. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that.
So, all right, y'all. We helped you, Anonymous. Mm-hmm. Anonymous little girl or Anonymous little boy. Mm-hmm. And all of you. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, Tina. Well, we moving on to this main topic, y'all.
Moving on.
Moving right along. All right, Tina. Do you love me? Check yes or no.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is a good one. I'm gonna let you take this one on.
Do you love me? Check yes or no. So this can go so many different ways, right?
It can.
So this is
gonna be
very yes. It is solely perspective for me.
Right.
Like the perspective on what I think about when I hear it. Mm-hmm. So when I hear "Do you love me?" check yes or no, I think about. I immediately go to God.
Right.
So, like I immediately go to God. And I guess you can frame it for any other relationships too. And you can. Because if someone tells you that they love you, you should know it. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. You should be able to feel it. Mm-hmm. That agape love. I mean, just like we just talked about WWYD. Mm-hmm. Like, you should know it. You should be aware of it. And when you know it and you're aware of it, it invokes other things in you.
That's right.
And so down to the way you respond, mm-hmm. down to the way you love back, mm-hmm. like all of these things are triggered in you mm-hmm. when you know that somebody loves you. So you don't necessarily have to ask the question.
Right. It's just known.
It's just known. It's just something that you know. So if you have to ask the question, do you love me? Check yes or no. That immediately takes me to God. Like, I know He's been asking me for years when I be making these decisions and wrong choices and everything. And I know He'd be like, do you love me? Because if you love me, you would have listened to me. Ooh. You would have heard me when I told you this, and I told you to go here, and I told you to do this, and then you want to go here and you want to do that. So that's what I think about.
Ooh-wee. That's loaded. That is very loaded. That's loaded. You said, do you love me? Do you love me? Imagine the Lord asking you that question. How many times did He ask Peter that question? Peter, do you love me?
I knew she had it, y'all.
Peter, do you love me? Peter, do you love me? He asked Peter 3 times. 3 times. Because it was something that He wanted Peter to do. But God does the same exact thing with us. He will tell us to do something. And like Jay said, based off of our response should reflect through the actions that the love is there.
Yeah.
It should reflect through the actions. If God is telling you to do something I was really gonna try to go a different direction.
I was trying to too. I was trying very hard.
I was gonna try, and maybe we'll get there. But I was gonna try to go a different direction. But it's like the
But
Lord telling you.
but let me say this real quick. Why do we do that?
What is that?
Why do we do that? Why do we try to go a different way or around God? Because if he's there he's talking to you, then you got to go with what he's telling you. So why even go around him?
That's it. Okay.
He's supposed to be forefront of it, right?
I got you.
I think sometimes we do that because we're so careful because we don't want people to feel like you're being preachy or you're doing this or you're doing that. Right. But if God is the head of my life, then that's where he is.
That's exactly right. And it doesn't
so you're going to have to talk about it.
That's right. And it don't make a difference what people think.
So period, go. Shoot.
Oh, Lord.
This is the Lord podcast. Go.
So if we're talking along the lines of, do you love me, and show me through your actions, do what I ask you to do. We could talk about so much when it comes to the Bible and all the disciples and all the prophets and the things that they were told to do or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you, this week I was reading about Jonah. Mm-hmm. I was reading about Jonah, and God had ordered Jonah to do something. He had told him that he wanted him to go to Nineveh so that he could tell the people to turn from their wicked ways. That's because of the love that God had and the compassion that God had for the people of Nineveh. Mm-hmm. But Jonah had his own perspective. He had his own point of view, and he knew that God is a loving God. Period. That he is a graceful God.
Come on.
That he's merciful and that he has compassion.
Yes.
All the things, as your
all of the things
that we tend not to be most of the time. All the things that we tend not to be most of the time. But God had told Jonah, he was like, look, I need you to carry this message. And it's just like what we were just talking about just a second ago. The Lord will tell you to do something, say something, whatever, and we try to divert. That's exactly what Jonah did. Where did it put him? It put Jonah. Jonah went into a whole nother country. He didn't go where the Lord told him to go. He went to a whole nother country. And because of his disobedience and going to that other country, the Lord was like, okay, well, I'm going to let you stay on that path of disobedience. And I'm going to let you see where it takes you to. So then it led him into the belly of the fish. So now he's stuck in the belly of the fish. And all this time, now while he's over in, I believe it was Tarshish or Nineveh. While he's over in Nineveh, and he's like hating on the people, wanting God to, might as well say smite them. Like, no, Lord, don't forgive them.
Say it again. Hating on the people.
He was hating on the people. Like, Lord, no, get them. You know what? You gotta watch it, because when you that person that's hollering, get them.
Come on now.
Who is it then
that's gonna get you?
Right. And who is it then that's acting outside of the love of God?
Okay.
And who is it then that's in need of the mercy of the Lord?
Okay. Talk about it.
And who is in need of that compassion? Because if God allowed somebody else to say the same thing about you, get them, and that come and get you, then it's a different story then. It's a different story when we are sitting in the driver's seat. It's a different story. Yeah. But nevertheless, Jonah, he got himself put in a predicament where he was stuck in the belly of the big fish. And he had a lot of time to think. And you know, that's what God tends to do. He will let us walk down our path of disobedience, walk down our path of temper tantrums and like just disgrace. He'll let us walk down that path and then give us some time to sit down and time out.
Tina, that brings something to me real quick. I do not want to cut you off, but I got to say it.
Say it. Yes.
We ask God when we find ourselves in our hell, when God said, I'll be right there with you.
That's right.
We ask God so many times, do you love me?
We do.
I am in this place that, and we don't say the place that we didn't create it.
That's right.
We just say, I'm in this place.
That's good, Jay.
And so when I think about it, because, you know, we're doing the imprisonment, going into the prisons and things like that.
Right.
And you can very easily get it confused when you find yourself in your hellish place.
Ooh,
and you can get it confused and you can think that God did it.
Girl.
But what happened was you were on a path to destruction, and God snatched you
Come on.
and allowed you to go to a hellish place.
Come on.
Where he was still present.
Come on.
And he was able to still protect you in your hellish place.
Wherever you make your bed.
Yes, he gonna be there with you.
He'll be there.
So if you got caught and you went to prison, well, sit in your hellish place, just like Jonah in that well, and figure it out, so that you can come out new, come out better, and do it differently.
Come on,
I had to release.
I'm glad that you did, because that right there is a word by itself. That's a word by itself, because that's exactly what happened to Jonah. He found himself in a place. Now you in your hell. And he even referred to it as it being a Hades, as it being a pit, as it being a Hades. He referred to it in that way. And once he got to that particular point, and now his mind is more focused, and he realizes now his spirit becomes to come in tune with the instruction in which God has given. So now it's like, now I find myself in need of the same compassion, in need of the same grace that God was trying to send me to these people for, so that it could be extended.
So what God do? God will show you.
Won't he?
He will reveal you to you. And sometimes when God reveals you to you, it's uncomfortable. It scares you. It makes you want to run, but you can't run from you.
Come on.
It makes you want to hide. You can't hide from you.
She said you can't run from you.
You can't. And God will make you. He will. Okay, thank you, Lord. God will allow you.
Come on.
God will allow you to stand in that place and see who you really are. See what you have really done. Get understanding. God, the Bible says, in all you're getting, get understanding.
Tell it.
All of it.
Tell it.
Because you need to understand the good and the bad.
That's right.
You need to understand the right path and the wrong path. That's right. So that when you in that wrong path, you can navigate to that right path. But you got to get understanding, because understanding is the only thing that's going to carry your butt out of it.
That's good. Ooh, that's good, girl. That's good. This thing over here preaching. Woo! She over here preaching. But you are exactly right. You find yourself in that place. And once you find yourself in that place, it's where the change comes. If you are not changing while you are in that place, that is when things become detrimental to you. But as long as you're in that place, there is still time. There is still a window of opportunity. Not only that, but there's still God's love and his grace, because what he did was he saved you in order to save you. He saved your life in order to save your soul. In order for your soul to be saved, you must know who God is and connect with God. But sometimes he's got to get you in a place that he can connect with you. How will they know without there being a teacher? Come on, he's got to put you in connection and in contact with somebody that can tell you his word, that can tell you that he loves you, so that he can pull you out of the situation that you're in. These things we look at, sometimes we look at so surface, and it's not surface, it's depth. The things that we go through. Think about, okay, Holy Spirit. There in the book of Isaiah, it talks about, I think it's the 19th chapter, because I read it this morning, right? It was talking about how the Lord had prophesied, he had prophesied a downfall. He had prophesied a downfall for Egypt. Okay, so what ended up happening, of course, is exactly what it said. Egypt went through, he made Egypt, God allowed Egypt to become the weakling. And it even says it in the word, and it uses that word. There was nothing good that could actually come from the land of Egypt. Nothing. No one could grow anything, nothing, no produce, no nothing, no fishing. So imagine that. That means there's a complete and absolute famine. Not only is there a famine, but there's a drought, but there's no finances. No. There's nothing. There's an economic downfall. Nothing there. So God he had prophesied this thing, but you know why he did it? In order to save Egypt. He did it so that he could save Egypt. What later happens, or what later is spoken in the prophecy, is that there would come five cities, there would come 5 cities that would know the language of Canaan. Okay, so guess what? Out of the 5 cities, guess what 3 were named? Egypt was one. Judah and Israel. But Egypt was named one because they went through this time of destruction. But during this time of destruction, was so effective. Sometimes it's the hellish points that makes things effective.
Yeah, come on now.
Because we begin to grow and to understand. Sometimes that pain is got to come.
Yeah.
Because when something is cut, when we get cut, we bleed.
Yeah.
But guess what? We heal.
Yeah.
But God did that, and just because of that, we heal. God did what He did so that He could heal Egypt, so that Egypt could be one of those named healed cities, healed towns, so that they could be redeemed, so that they would now see Him and turn away from their idols, their idol gods that they had always served. But the one thing about it is, Egypt had already been through the plagues back in Exodus. They had already been through the plagues. Now, this was a prophecy that was coming in the book of Isaiah. This came a little bit later. So when this prophecy came, guess what? Now the Lord decided that He was going to send another plague with all of these detrimental things happening. Guess what? Egypt remembered.
Yep.
Egypt remembered. They remembered all those things that went bad back when they didn't let them people go. They should have let them people go, like the Lord said. They should have let His people go. But they remember what happened. And they remembered the mighty works that God did. They remembered the mighty miracles that God performed. So this time, when God reached to them and he allowed the plague to form, that plague was what healed them, and it healed the land, and it brought them to Him, to a God that they never truly honestly served. Now they had completely repented and turned from their wicked ways. So when you look at things and you talk about the love and like being in the hellish place, that it gets you to the point of the love, because that's truly to go from this point to this point.
That's unconditional.
Yeah, that's unconditional.
That's agape.
Yes.
And yes. With what you said, which let me tell you something, Tina breaks down these stories and these parables in this Bible in a way that if you, I don't know, you can understand it. Like, and you can relate to it. I think that's a gifting within itself. But I'm gonna tell y'all, don't be confused about your hellish place.
That's right.
And don't become comfortable in your hellish place.
That's right.
Because sometimes we become comfortable in our hellish place because that's where we meet God. So if you meet God in your hellish place, you're going to want to stay in that place because you met God.
Come on.
You was receiving the things that you had been lacking for so long. Don't get that confused.
That's right.
Don't be a repeat offender.
That's right.
Don't keep repeating and keep repeating and keep going back and keep going back for God to do those things. To pull you and pull you and pull you when you can maintain a relationship after He pulls you back. And the relationship after you come out of hell is greater than the relationship when you was in hell.
How amazing is
and
that?
You get to reap the benefits of being obedient, of understanding, of having knowledge, of pouring out.
That's right.
Of
the experience.
Serving Him.
Yes.
You get yes. That's how that relationship is built and nurtured.
That's awesome. Oh, girl, that's awesome the way that you just put that. The way you broke that down.
So, do you love me? Say yes. No, I say yes. Period.
Period. I mean, that's it. That hellish place can take you to your place. That no might be the hellish place, but it take you to your yes.
Yes.
What we need to get to is the yes. And there's nothing else that's in between. We know that a lukewarm is the same thing as a no.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as a no.
Yeah.
Because for some reason you're still trying to figure it out. And I don't know what you're trying to figure out. Because God's love is real and it is what He say that it is.
and I would say this. I really want to speak to the person that is really seeing themselves for the first time and really seeing and recognizing the wrongs, the hard stuff, the regrets, all of those things. Look, it is meant for you to feel the way you feel. It is meant for you to experience what you are experiencing, because stand in it. This is what happened. This is what I did. This is why the choices that I made, because you may not know why yet.
Come on.
So these are the choices that I made. Then God, you are my Father. You are my Redeemer. And help me understand, why did I do this?
Right.
So that I don't do it again.
That's right.
How did I get there?
That's
so
right.
that I don't go there again.
That's right.
And then how do I stay away from there?
Exactly.
Help me to stay away.
Exactly.
Help me to make better decisions. Help me to do this thing differently. Because I trust you.
Oh, that's good. Oh, girl. That's good. That's good like Sunday morning. That's good. That's good. That's good.
On a good old Monday.
Look, don't be like Jonah. Don't be like Egypt. Just go ahead and check yes. If you go ahead and you check yes, it will sustain you that you will not have to experience the hellish place. Yeah. However, if you end up finding yourself in the hellish place,
talk about it.
Just know that the hellish place will bring you to his glory. Should you open your eyes and look up?
Yes.
It'll bring you to his glory. So just know that, just know that, just understand that, and listen, and understand with good old Jonah, he was redeemed too after he saw who he was. The Lord had to put that mirror in his face, just like what Jay was saying. He had to find himself in the same need or the compassion of forgiveness, of the forgiveness that only God could give.
Yes. So it's real.
Do you love me? If God say, do you love me? Check yes or no. It's your choice.
It's your choice.
It's an easy road or it's a more difficult road. Either way it go, you're going to get to where he told you or where he had planned for you to be. Either way.
Your obedience is better than sacrifice.
Come on, that's good. That's good.
So you got to obey. You got to walk through it. You got to go through it. And that's it, y'all.
That's it.
That is it.
Wow.
That is it.
I
and done.
truly thought that was going to go. Look, I had my
totally different.
I was like, remember when we were kids in school?
That's what I was going to say too.
Yeah, and I was.
It didn't go that way.
Yeah, and I even thought about the whole side with like people being in relationships and them just behaving like they love someone and all
and
that
they
stuff.
Really don't.
Right. Like I thought that we were truly going to go down that road. But
yeah, but God always step in to be like, nope.
Right.
I gave you this for this reason.
He said, not today.
All right, y'all.
Somebody needed to know about the hellish place.
Okay.
It's all right. And it's all right.
It is all right.
Don't be like Jonah.
And don't stay there.
Don't stay there.
Because every time you think about you do not want to stay in no mouth of no fish.
Do not stay there. Do not stay. Just do what he told you to do. And have some compassion and some love for other people. The same love that God extended to you.
Yes.
Have it for other people.
Period.
You know what? Almost every single thing that you discuss when it turns into, like, if it's a biblical topic, it always goes back to love, compassion, mercy, and grace.
Yes.
It always goes back to the same thing. Love, compassion, mercy, and grace.
Period. That's a formula.
Ain't it?
Well, all right, y'all, honey. We look, the Lord came through and done that because we ain't had no idea which way that was going to go.
No, we really, truly didn't.
All right, y'all. Well, we want y'all to weigh in. Like, let's talk about it. Like, what does do you love me check yes or no mean to you? Like, get in these comments. Let's talk about things. Let's engage. Let's see what's popping, okay? All right, Tina. So we're about to close this thing out.
Close it.
And, baby, I want to jump up and down because I am a music lover. Okay.
Yes, you are very much.
Yes. So this is a back in the day throwback kind of, but it's the musical edition.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Music is not what it used to be. Take me back to the 80s. I can even go back to the 70s because even though I was born in the 80s. I can go back to 70s music
because you were raised on
good.
Yeah, you were raised on that because your parents.
Yes.
So you were raised on
So 70s, 80s, early 90s music, take me there.
Right.
And it doesn't matter the genre. It don't matter.
Right.
Gospel, R&B, hip hop.
Right.
Because I'm a hip hop head.
It was different then.
What it is.
It was not what it is now.
It is not the same. And then you can look that there are some artists that's trying to pull back, trying to get it back. There is, let me tell you something, girl. Let me tell you. That J. Cole. J. Cole gives my life every time I hear anything that he dropped. I just feel like, oh my God, I'm reminiscing again. Okay. So there are some that I'm like, I like the flavor, like I like the how I feel.
Right.
I like the cadence. I like the nostalgia. Like I like all of that. Wale is another one. I love me some Wale. It's a number of them. Like I can't name them all. But what I will do is name them old schools, baby.
What? Them old schools, man.
Girl, what you know about
They
Jodeci?
have you patting your feet and all of this. Oh my gosh. Remember back in the day and like not even talking about the sound of the instruments, but remember back in the day when the church would sing.
Yes.
The church would sing. Everybody in the church would sing, and you would hear the patting of the feet on the hardwood floors.
Yeah.
You would even hear it because it was old. So you would even hear the rocking of the pews. You would hear all this stuff going on, and it wasn't nothing but a tambourine.
Yes. And then think about so much of like our soul music, our R&B music were inspirations or reflections from that old school church.
That's right.
Like your Ray Charles.
That's right. Because that's what they were raised.
Yes, that's what they knew. And so you ended up creating your own sound based on what you knew.
Right.
Based on what the feeling that it gave you.
Right.
So like your Jodeci's, your come on, Tina, we gotta name some.
Back in
Mississippi Mass Choir.
Okay, yes.
Like we gotta reach back.
Oh gosh.
The Clark
Sisters.
It's
because you're asking me.
It's okay. I'ma help you.
Yeah, help me.
H-Town.
Help me.
Yeah, girl. We're
I'm supposed to be throwing out all kinds of gospel.
It's okay. Tony Braxton, Donnie McClurkin,
yes.
CeCe Winans, BB Winans, Richard Smallwood.
Yes.
Come on now,
Milton Brunson. Oh my God!
What was the Kansas Spirituals?
Yes. Oh.
All of them.
Oh.
And what's my man? Oh my God! We cannot say my man. Quartet music. What's his name? Oh God!
What is his name? Look,
Lee Williams.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Lee Williams.
I knew that's exactly who you were talking about.
Yes, like you. And then we talk about hip hop. So we talking about Wu-Tang Clan. We talking about Sugar Hill Gang. We talking about like all of the old schools, the Isley Brothers. We're talking about
everything is different now.
Everything is different. Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Kid and Play.
Right.
Salt and Pepper. Like we're talking about some real music.
Right.
Music that make you feel something. LL Cool J.
And they weren't talking. It's the things that they were saying.
Slick Rick.
Right. Kwame.
Yes.
Big Daddy Kane. All of that. But the message was different then.
Yes.
See, that's the difference between now and then. The things that you hear now in the music it's one thing that music would be explicit, but it was explicit to a point. Like now there's no filter and there is no medium, which is too much. Now it's just like whatever said it's
whatever sells.
It's whatever sells, it goes. And that's the scary part, because now you have you know, and the influence are the kids, and they don't have the same influences from back in the day because their parents are growing up in these eras, and they didn't grow up back in those eras, so they don't know anything about it. So these kids are more subjected to songs that talk about Molly and doing all this stuff, and I'm saying, like, for real, like, I pay attention.
We used to sneak and listen to Snoop because you can listen to Snoop like your mama knew it.
But look. Even Wu-Tang, because
that was out there too.
Yeah, it was
so
out
you
there.
had to sneak. And even I remember
you couldn't just do all of that
no,
stuff.
you couldn't.
This is out loud now.
Yeah, and I can even remember like the country singers, the Garth Brooks, the Shania Twain, Reba,
all music,
like all music. It's not the same feeling,
right?
And it's just like
they're rapping in country now.
Yes, and one thing
different.
And one thing about it is, I do believe that we should evolve in the arts. I believe that with everything in me. However, we should not lose what the foundation and the root of the ingredients was to give us what we got. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
And so one thing about music, we all can't talk together, but we can all sing together.
Right.
We all like that. Music make you cross barriers and lines, racial. It broke racial barriers.
It really did.
It erased lines that was written in the sand from one ethnicity to the other, because we can all come together. Michael Jackson, like we can all Prince, we can all come together, and that's a sound that we're familiar with.
Right. And see,
that's
the difference though between then and now. We can all come together, and it didn't create barriers and things like that then, but now it does create these barriers. It doesn't have the same effect, in my opinion. It doesn't have the same effect that it did back then, where these barriers were broken and all this stuff. Because, like I said earlier, because there was a filter. You only went but so far. It was just like how on television you only seen so far. You only seen but so much, and now you see everything. All of that ain't necessary. It's not necessary. Just like it's the same thing with TV as it is with music. All that ain't necessary. And it has really distorted what was once good. And now it gets a look as everything being bad. And some of it can actually be good, but we can't see that as good because of the distortion from everything else, because it's so loud around with everything else. And I'll tell you something else too. I'll tell you something else that bothers me, like with music and all this stuff now. And just with people in general, because of culture, them using the word GD. That tears me up. Understand what you're saying when you're using words like that. When you're using words like that, you are damning the Lord thy God. You are calling for curses. These are things that you shouldn't say. It ain't cool. Ain't nothing about it cool. You can make your music, make your sound and all that stuff or whatever, but why does that have to be a part of it? That don't make you sound hard. It makes you sound... I ain't gonna say the word. I ain't gonna say the word.
You sound what?
Because you should have a better way. You should have a better way to express yourself.
It makes you sound what?
No,
you don't say.
They know what I'm talking about.
It makes you sound weak.
They know exactly what I'm talking about.
Weak.
Because you don't need that.
You are a creator. You are creative.
Right.
So there are so many things that you can do in so many ways.
Like, come on.
And, yes, we have freedom of speech. Yes, we can do all of these things. But it takes someone that is an incredible mind to be able to think outside the norm and not follow the trend.
That's right. Don't follow the trend. And like you said, if you hold on, because you ain't got nothing to reach for but the past.
Yeah.
Because after creativity of what's new, then what's left is that you have to go in and you got to mix in a little. The Bible says that there's nothing new under the sun. So anything that you come up with, somebody else has already came up with it. They already came up with it. Like, truthfully, you might have coined it, but somebody else already came up with it. You probably said it because you heard it.
Yeah, you got the inspiration from somewhere. And so, one person, and I told you about her. I told you I'm a hip hop head, Lady London.
Right.
I feel like she's underrated, but she is coming with her sound.
Mm-hmm.
It's her sound.
Okay.
And she is a believer. And she is like, I stand in this place, but I am a believer. I am a follower. I do what I do in my art, but I am going to give you all of me. And here I am. And you accept it or you don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Point blank period.
To me, the thing is, whatever it is, as long as you're standing in whatever you're standing in, you can stand before God in it. If you can stand before God in it, if the Lord was saying, perform for me, because every time you stand on that stage, that's what you're doing. If the Lord could say, perform for me and it would glorify him, then you straight.
And you wouldn't have to press pause?
You wouldn't have to press pause. You wouldn't have to press pause. You wouldn't have to put the E on on the outside of that label. You wouldn't have to do any of that stuff. You wouldn't have to do any of that stuff. So that's where I am. I mean, like I don't listen like I grew up like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? And I love the old style music and all that stuff because certain things for certain times or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm a married woman. So when me and my husband go out and like we on dates and things like that, we ain't always gonna listen to no gospel. You know what I'm saying? So like if we're on a date, we're gonna listen to music that's for a date or whatever, but that's me and him. But I say that to say that I'm saying that to say that I'm not the type of person where I'm like, well, I only listen to gospel and this, that, and the other, because I would be telling you a lie. So I have to stand before you and tell you the truth.
My cousin sis is cooler than the fan, okay? We came down this road to Atlanta, y'all, and we was in there jamming. Do you hear me? She listens to holy hip hop too. And if you know me, you know me. I'm a lover of holy hip hop. Look, Play from Kid and Play introduced me to holy hip hop, okay? And it changed my whole entire life.
As it probably did millions upon millions of people.
I said, oh, I can rock with this. And we was in that car. B.O.B.
Yeah. Blessings on
blessings. Girl.
Because we gonna jam. Because look, I can jam with my God. That's the thing. I can still get it with my gospel. Because I'm gonna go into, we either gonna praise or we gonna worship. Because we got both sides. And we gonna do them both.
Yes,
we're gonna do them both.
And my man Kenton Jones, I'ma be about my business.
Come on.
I'ma be about my business. That kingdom business, I'ma be about my business. Let me tell you something, baby, you got to pull from them.
Right.
And Ken, I know this one of your old ones, but you know.
But
I love that song.
Oldies be goldies.
I love that song,
Oldies and goldies.
So yeah, you know, I love some. Yeah, we can talk about music all day, every day, anytime. So we're gonna do another session like that again.
Right.
Baby.
But look, Jay, I think it's important that these people understand why we're going into the places that we're going into. What people need to understand is that our podcast is not here just to service one type of person. Our podcast is here so that we can bridge the gap. Because there are people that are being left behind. You talk about people, the kids being left behind in school. There's people being left behind. Their souls are being left behind because there's nothing to bridge the gap. They don't have anything that's calling them to say, hey, listen. So that's why you hear us, talk about the different things that we talk about and talk about them in the ways that we talk about them. Because what we're trying to do is bridge the gap. We got to first get the people to come in to hear the word. You got to get them there first before they can actually get the word and receive the word. God will do the rest. The Holy Spirit will do the rest. He will do the cleaning and the changing and sanctification, and he will do all of that. He will do all of that, but we got to get people to the place, and we can't keep running folks away. We cannot keep running folks away. So that's the reason why we talk about the things that we talk about, so that we can try to bridge the gap. We want the young to understand that we understand them, and that there's a way that they can also understand the Lord as well. Like, hear this, like, check this out. Let me tell you this story about a man named Jonah. Check this out. Let me tell you a story about a man named Peter. This is what happened. Peter was he was about it. Did you know that Peter cut homeboy's ear off? Like, these are the things that they need to hear when it comes to those that are younger. And some aren't even younger. Some are more mature in age, and some are seasoned, and they still don't know these things.
And I think too, it's like, in addition to that, it's just about being authentically who we are and being real about it. And not
God
being
is still making us.
He is, and not being judgmental,
right?
And not pointing fingers, but saying, "Look, we can all have a conversation,"
right?
And I feel like for me, that's coupled with everything that you said. That's what it's about. That's why we've been able to go reach across the pond and the waters. Because there's authenticity there.
That's right.
Like, I think they have a clear understanding of who Tina is and a clear understanding of Jay.
Right.
And we just balance this thing out. and we're just trying to figure it out every day.
That's it.
And you know, it's just a journey. Let's take the journey together. Let's take a walk down the street with me.
Come on.
That's literally what Just Us Podcast
Literally.
is. Take a walk down the street with me. We might stop off and get some ice cream. We might go over here and listen to some music and turn on the radio. And then we might come on back and somebody might stop us and ask us for some advice.
Right.
And we'll do that too. And then we might check in with somebody because we saw them sitting over there looking a little sad.
Like, what's wrong?
You know, what's wrong? You good? What's your mood? You all right?
We checking in on you.
You okay?
All right.
Oh, all right then. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we're just your homegirls that you saw when you was walking down the street.
That's all. And we just your homegirls. You saw us walking down the street, and we love the Lord. Period. That's it.
All right then. Well, we done did that again, y'all.
Yeah. That's it. That's
well,
all we gotta
baby.
give.
Tina, we're gonna live,
Laugh.
and love. All right, y'all. Next week.
Out.
Out.